How absurd is it that the foreign minister of the #1 state sponsor of terrorism that aspires to destabilize the Middle East is here today to address the council? Can you imagine Hitler's foreign minister participating in a serious discussion on how to defend the Jews during the Holocaust? This is an upside-down world. The representative of a regime that publicly calls for the annihilation of the state of Israel publicly is advising on how to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. A truly upside-down world. Colleagues, we hear calls to avoid a spillover of the conflict. I want to clarify. This spillover is not happening magically. It was planned and instructed. The person directly responsible for the terror attacks throughout the region for this spillover since October 7th will be sitting here soon. Minister Abdelhayan represents the regime that arms and instructs Hezbollah to target our civilians. He represents the regime that transfers weapons and intelligence to the Houthis. Without Iran, the Houthis would not have advanced cruise missiles or UAVs to target merchant vessels in the Red Sea. Look at this picture. These are Iranian weapons that were seized by the US Navy on their way to the Houthis. This is clear proof of who is masterminding this so-called spillover. Mr. Secretary General, has Iran's foreign minister come here to be held accountable? We all know the answer. Iran always stands in the shadows and pulls the strings. They always claim deniability, but the evidence is right here, just like in many other cases. Will the Council finally address the real threat to regional security? Mr. President, every country in the region has been affected by Iran's tentacles of terror. Saudi Arabia has been attacked with Iranian-supplied UAVs and ballistic missiles. The United Arab Emirates suffered several drone and missile attacks on its soil, including a strike on the Abu Dhabi airport. And recent Iranian strikes in Iraq, Syria, and Pakistan are further proof that Iran will stop at nothing to expand its Shiite hegemony. In Lebanon, just as in Yemen, Iraq, and Syria, Iran is the architect of instability. Even the people of Iran themselves suffer daily, and you know it. The Iranian regime murders women, murders innocent protesters, and just yesterday another innocent Iranian, Muhammad Kubadlu, was executed. And while innocent Iranians swing from the gallows, Minister Abdelhayan will sit here and lecture us on the sanctity of human life. Iran is even responsible for arming and training the Polisario Front to carry out terror attacks in Morocco, and its hegemonic ambitions can be felt in Sudan, Mali, and Niger as well. But Iran's terror doesn't end only in the Middle East or Africa. Albania was hit with an Iranian cyber attack. And as we all know, Iranian drones are being used by Russia to kill civilians in Ukraine. Iran's terror will reach all of you. We all know this, even Russia, who collaborates with Iran. If the Council continues to focus only on providing aid to Gaza, which is truly important, it is important to provide aid to Gaza, but ignores the root of the dire threat to the Middle East and the world, the Iranian threat, then, Mr. President, our collective future will be a very dark, radical Shiite future. Thank you, Mr. President.